do any brand can survive without discounts in India?
You can take our example.
We are the one.
Because
By grace
are
of
there.
God, I would say, even after such a big competition from big funded organizations, we are still not offering any discounts on our e-commerce.
thoroughly following Apple philosophy in branding or taking customer care or winning trust, I think I would say, when are you bringing the IPO? I should be investing in your shares.
In that case, I would say that I have a very narrow mind in that. I want
Oh, please, don't
I
do
want
that.
100% ownership of this.
Nah,
organization.
that's
I am
not fair. Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of The Growth Story, where we are going to unravel the secrets of fastest growing e-commerce brands. Today with us, we have two of our esteemed guests. One is Mr. Ritesh Patadia and Mr. Kirit Jasani. Mr. Ritesh is CEO and MD of the most loved lingerie brand of India, Trylo Intimates. And Mr. Kirit Jasani is the CEO of Multiplier, the digital marketing company which works with creativity and strategies to achieve the marketing objectives of the companies. Let's unravel the success of their stories. Hi Ritesh.
Hello.
Hi Kirit.
Vishal.
Hello.
Welcome to The Growth Story. First of all, I would like you introduce both of your companies. So Kirit, with you.
Okay. So my company is known as Multiplier, which is into entire digital marketing solutions. So starting from social media to e-commerce, and in between you can think about anything in terms of marketing, we are dealing with that.
Okay.
So simple thing like creating for social media, or complex things like conversion strategies. So we are focused on all the aspects of digital marketing, be it Google ads, be it Facebook ads, be it email marketing, WhatsApp marketing. So we provide solutions for all these aspects with strategy and creatives.
It's, I think, the best time in India. Right now the growth of e-commerce is like at the highest moment. So doing this at the moment, I think you must be getting best of the results, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Compared to traditional media, it has better ROI, better reach, and better results, obviously.
Ritesh, please.
Yeah, Vishal. So thank you, Vishal, for giving me this opportunity that today we are sharing a good medium to discuss about how the things are going on e-commerce. So about my company's background is we are the third generation into this organization. My company's name is Trylo Intimates.
Okay.
And we are basically dealing into women's innerwear and nightwear category. And my grandfather started in Bombay in the year 1975.
Wow.
And it was started,
1975.
1975.
That's interesting.
So it was started in a very small place in Mumbai and very familiar locality, Kalba Devi area, in a very small shop. Then my father introduced a brand in women's innerwear category called Trylo in 1993.
So what was the name before?
Before it was Gulalwadi Chania House.
Okay,
it was a very traditional Gujarati name.
Okay.
And in Bombay, most of the Gujaratis family where there was a culture of wearing a sari previously,
of course,
30-40 years ago.
Still we have it in Gujarat.
Yeah, so it was a well-known shop among those women.
Okay.
Then my father introduced a new innerwear category called Trylo.
Okay.
And the brand Trylo, now it is available across India. First it was limited to our own shop in 1993. Then my father expanded into pan-India distributions, and we made a wholesale business out of it, where our products got reached to each and every states of India.
Okay.
And when we entered into the business, then we had certain challenges in Bombay to grow our manufacturing unit. So this Gujarat was our native place.
Okay.
So we took an initiative, my family took an initiative to have a manufacturing unit in Gujarat.
Okay, interesting.
And after we got into this, I was very excited about the new platform of online, where the buying pattern is changing.
Yeah, so that was my next question. So how did you thought of going towards this online? Because let's say innerwear brands or lingerie, what we call it, it's difficult to sell online because it's not easy that people would just buy it.
Correct.
So
very
how
true.
did you thought of going out? What was back of your mind that how will you do it?
I would say the great advantage what we had, as I told you, in 1993 we started. So when we entered into online, we had a well established brand among our consumers.
Okay,
Correct.
it was already well.
So it was a well
established.
established brand. So it is not like what today D2C companies are doing, where you need huge funds to promote your brands. So you get a good impressions into a customer's mind. But in my company, we had an advantage that it is a well-known
brand.
recognized brand. So already people are buying it.
Okay.
So they are just changing their channel from going to a shop. Now they are just sitting at their home and they know what products they want.
But as far as Indian market was concerned, like I would say first of all, like in what year did you started this e-commerce?
E-commerce we started in 2014 or 15.
So almost 8-9 years back.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. And that time maybe so mostly your products will be bought by women consumers.
Correct.
So at that time I doubt there would be lot of women having the smartphones or maybe access to the computers or things like that. Right now everyone has smartphone.
Correct.
But maybe 8-9 years back I do remember it was not that easy.
Correct.
Maybe like iPhones were hardly available in India, smartphones were hardly available in India 8-9 years back.
Correct.
So how did you, like initial customer base, how did you got that? What kind of marketing you did?
See, online platform came, we started in 2014, but in those days, as you said, customers was not very used to online shopping. So we were hardly having any customers. Correct. But when we were selling in our shop, before having any e-commerce kind of trend, what we used to do is we used to take customers data, store it in very physical, practical, that form and everything.
Okay.
And we used to even ask our customers that you just call us, because there was no internet or anything.
Exactly.
You just call us, correct, and we will courier you. In those time there was no any delivery.
So it was
partner.
more of a brochure website initially, or was it a full-fledged e-commerce when you launched it?
No. It was not a full-fledged
E-commerce. It was kind of a brochure website.
Brochure website kind of.
Okay. So then they used to call you and take the orders.
Yes.
Okay. That's I think a very good way to
Very
penetrate initially.
Gradually, yeah.
You grew into the market.
Yes.
Okay. And how so right now, like, as you said, a lot of D2C brands are coming in. Lot of new brands are coming in like Clovia or Zivame.
Correct.
Or like a lot of fancy brands, I would say.
Correct.
How do you see they are different to your brand and your products?
Yeah, how we can differentiate about our brand is we are much more into core products, that is 365 days daily wear bras. And if you see our other brands, as you said, Clovia or Zivame, those who are doing e-commerce, their product category is into much more of related to fashion. So this is the main differentiation between the products.
Okay.
And they are much more into online platforms. They are not available. Their offline channel is not that aggressively or not that aggressive.
Okay. Yours is offline plus online.
Yeah, that's right. And our more revenues are from offline compared to online, comparatively.
Okay. But your growth, I have seen your numbers. Like so, you are selling pretty good. So how is your average year-on-year growth in terms of percentage?
I would say around 40 to 45%.
Wow, 40% average year-on-year growth.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's very interesting. So I think then you engage Crowd Multiplier into some of your marketing activities. How did you guys met and how he is involved into your e-commerce?
I would ask Kirit Bhai to give some brief on this.
So the initial interaction was actually not an e-commerce project.
Okay.
We met with a reference of already existing clients who to whom we were serving their needs on digital media. This way we got introduced, and the initial requirement was only to create content for social media.
Okay.
And at that time, Ritesh bhai was having a strong opinion like selling lingerie products on e-commerce is difficult, because there had been couple of examples where brands have repeatedly failed.
Okay.
So and on the other side the retail was very strong, so that is another reason why
there was no interest in
why
nahi jana hai, kya karenge?
why to go into packing and dispatching one piece. So then we started working on first creatives for the social media, and then we discussed about this possibility, can we go online? And I vaguely remember what Ritesh bhai told me at that time was ki our products are into certain range, maybe 600-700 rupees a piece. Now we are coming out with a new product which is close to 1000 rupees. Can we sell that with the e-commerce? I said yes, we can try it, but it was not possible we can create entire e-commerce only for a single product. So what we had done was we had gone and created InstaMojo page, which is a payment gateway but with front end facility.
Okay.
So we had specifically we were launching Shopify 360 at that time. So we had focused on that product, and along with we had kept some 7-8 other products, and it was if we can sell some 70, 80, 100 pieces in a month, then that would be a good indication. Okay, we can go online.
Okay.
And then I think around in a week or so we were able to sell some 50 plus units.
Okay.
But that was in totality. We were focusing on Shopify 360, which was 990 rupees product at that time, and we had our already running products over there like Krutika Plain or Alpa, and they were selling. So this way we both got that confidence, okay, these products can be sold out.
So it was just some one page single site you had created, or how did you do it?
It was entirely InstaMojo.
Okay.
And it is just you go and list your products. 10 products are there, so people would be going to that particular website.
So no size selection and all that?
No, it was there. It was there. Okay. But it was there were limited features at that time. So it was experimental based. It was a good option because we it was kind of pilot test, or you can say MVP for us, let's say, to experiment.
So I think we can say that for any new e-commerce companies who wants to try out something, they shouldn't afraid. They should try out something.
Yes, yes, it goes on gut feelings obviously, but you need to look at the market aspects and the marketing aspects as well, and accordingly you should venture somewhere. Don't go, if you are planning to open up a mall, then start with the shop. If you are able to sell something out of that shop, then scale up to more.
So your MVP worked perfectly well.
Yes, that worked, and then we,
then
he has never
confidence in you.
I still remember, as you said in InstaMojo, that we got one order. That was our first online order, and the amount of happiness we had. Yes, we can do it. That was still that is a cherishing moment.
That must have released good dopamine.
Yeah, that's true. That we got one order on InstaMojo.
No, I do remember we had some e-commerce site some time back, and every order we were getting, I don't know what happened. I used to check every order, even from where it has came, what it is. I don't know. It is not matter of money, but sometimes every order we get, it's always something interesting.
It motivates us.
Yes,
it motivates us.
It makes a big difference. Yes. So another question is, how is lingerie marketing different from other brands?
See, lingerie as a category is very much different, I would say. See, when you look at the clothing brands, they are more of a fashion statement, or if somebody else is wearing certain brand, then you get inspired. Okay, he or she is carrying out this brand and looking good. In that case, you get inspired with that and you try that brand. But lingerie is something which is not visible outside. At the same time, it is need, right? Outerwear is an optional thing where you can go for routine, you can go for expensive things, but lingerie, it's a basic need. So when it comes to need, then you have to look at a lot of things which are like comfort, which is like long run usage, retention of the client. Like if she is liking our product, then only she is going to come back and order again, right? So these are the areas where we had to work, and it is not something like publicly you can demonstrate and attract customers. So it is still in India,
It's still a
private
taboo.
matter.
It's still a taboo.
Yes, I would say it is.
It is
Asking
still a taboo.
about size is a very huge
But
challenge.
after now, like a lot of movies are coming and showing lot of things. Like recently in that movie Rocky and Rani, that guy goes to shopping for lingerie and trying out bras and all that. I think slowly and gradually people are getting
What they are coming, they are very much open about this category.
Yeah,
Previously, even taking the word like a bra was a very taboo.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So,
And again, in in Trylo earlier we had a major focus on plus size. So those were the females in a different age group who were not very much comfortable with the technology, and due to certain age factor also they are not comfortable talking about things in public. So we had to deal with all these aspects in marketing.
Yeah, I have heard even that like 70% of women in India they wear wrong
size of
So
bra.
is it right?
It is true.
So how do you have you figured out how are you solving that problem, or this is just trial and error and they wear different size?
It is about, I would say, definitely first thing comes is the knowledge
Okay.
about the garment, because I would say bra is a very technical product.
Technical problem.
Yes, it is. Now
How so?
Yeah, good. So I was expecting this question. For example, right now the t-shirt what you are wearing, maybe a sleeve what you have on your hand, if it is half an inch plus or minus, will it matter to you?
No, not at all.
But in bra, even a half an inch, it will totally change the comfort.
Wow. Okay.
Correct. So it is a very technical product, and so as I said, here even half an inch matters.
Okay.
So as we said that 70% of the women in India now they are having this knowledge about the cup sizes. Previously it was like the numbers 32, 34, 36. Correct. There are even sub sizes, that is the cup size.
Okay.
Correct. So previously, if a customer having some burst issues related that she is not feeling comfort in that product, so she will jump a size or she will drop down a size. But in our case, right, suppose in our case it is like you don't have to jump your number, you have to jump your cup size from B to A, B to C.
Okay.
32 number will remain the same.
32 remain. But how many different sizes you have under 32?
In 32 we have a number of cup sizes. So there are this is very different from what regular apparels people buy. Here you buy M, L, XL, 2XL t-shirt, jeans you have 34 jeans, 30.
Yeah.
Correct. But in bra category it is not the same.
Okay.
You have to take the two components in size measurement, then you can get a correct fit.
Okay.
And traditionally women used to buy only on one size category, that is the number 32. Okay, 32 नहीं आ रहा, 34 ले लो, 34 नहीं आ रहा, 36 ले लो, ऐसा. लेकिन 32 आपका band size है, it is the circumference of a woman. 32 is perfect. Now the second part is the bust size. First is the circumference of a body frame, that is 32. Correct. It fits perfectly fine. It is not very tight. It is not very loose. Now the customer has to see what is the correct cup size in 32.
Okay.
So one is the circumference of a body frame. Then you select the cup sizes B, C, D.
Okay.
So now gradually the knowledge is coming. This knowledge, as we said, 80% of the women
don't have that.
They go into a shop. They ask, and many female there are sales boys.
Yeah, mostly there are sales boys only.
तो एक वो भी hesitation होता है कि उसको क्या बोले मेरे को ये तकलीफ हो रहा है,
हाँ,
नहीं बोल सकते हैं, जेंडर चेंज है,
हाँ।
फीमेल रहता है तो एक बात भी कर सकते हैं कि भाई
हाँ।
आप करेक्ट, तो वो तो अपने हिसाब से उसको, एंड उसका भी टारगेट्स है कि भाई मुझे ये ब्रांड पे ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट ये बेचना है, कंफर्ट ये लेडी को किस में आने वाला है,
It is not his
इट
target.
इज़ नॉट हिज टारगेट. सो दिस वाज द चैलेंज. अभी ये ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म आने से काफ़ी सोशल मीडिया और नॉलेज बहुत शेयर हो रहा है हमारे कैटेगरी. नाउ द न्यू जनरेशन इज very smart, they know how to buy right size. So
Okay.
gradually even coming years you will find that ये 70% है, ये gradually 30 पे
20 पे
आ
move हो
जाएगा.
जाएगा.
Yes.
Okay. So what's your target market in range of like what kind of age group is your product targeting?
25 plus.
25 plus. Okay. Okay. So it's that's why you
And
said
we
that
are
plus
into
size and all that
plus
also
size. We
you
are
are
much
into.
more into plus size category.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yes.
So now we have products like Teen 13 and Fill Up Bra, which are very much for young generations. So
Okay.
now this way Trylo India is targeting young as well as plus size. So we have all the range of female as our target.
So how do you target this young generation? Do you through Instagram or Facebook, or how do you specifically target these online consumers?
See, everybody is having a different pattern on digital media. So young audience is more on obviously Instagram. So we definitely focus on Instagram. But when we look at the totality of our target audience, then they are comfortable on digital medias like Facebook, WhatsApp. Some of them are comfortable with email. So we are targeting everybody on their preferred channels. So it is not like if
No,
I
but
start,
how that is what you can target on WhatsApp or email once you have the number.
right,
But if they are not your customers as of now,
right.
so how are you bringing that first audience? So let's say some girl is there, age of 17, 18. Her mother is not or never wore a Trylo brand.
Okay.
How are you targeting that customer?
See, if you are talking about this young generation, then on digital media we have a couple of capabilities to narrow down your target audience, right? So certain videos, like we are having certain educational videos, certain product promotional videos. We try to build an audience of that demographic and increase the views of those videos in that particular segment, and then we run the retargeting campaigns for them, what they have seen, whether they have visited our website or not. Based on that we retarget. So this way we focus on brand awareness and then engagement, and on the third level we definitely focus on the conversion side. So this way we are bringing new customers.
What kind of creative contents do you create? So specifically for different age group, do you have different content or videos, or normally are they the same?
We are having different contents for different age group as well as different content for different platform. Now if you look at the digital media is divided into social, professionals and search, right? So when we are targeting on Instagram, that is more of it's a visual appeal, right? We try to focus on the visually stunning videos over there, right?
Okay.
Which is having obviously awareness or engagement as an objective. But when the when we are looking at the broader aspect and she is working somewhere, right, then maybe we focus on LinkedIn, right?
Does LinkedIn work?
Yes, absolutely, that does work, but the content which was working on Instagram may not work there. So we have a different content strategy for LinkedIn,
Because
where we
I have personally never seen like lot of e-commerce ads on LinkedIn. So it's very interesting that you have thought of that and it's working for you.
Yeah, because see, LinkedIn gives you a lot of capabilities to target specific professions. Suppose we have been running ads for certain products which are targeted towards doctors, and we are getting good response out of that.
Okay.
At the same time, other professions we try to create awareness by providing them some tips, some education, right? Maybe if you are, let's say, simple thing is every day if I come out with a salesy content, then people would not be interested in looking at my content, right? So we try to help them with, like, how you should dress when you go for interview, right?
Okay.
there are 5 tips. Obviously, one of them would be about our product.
Of course.
But that way we natively try to include our category and serve their need of information. That way we create our awareness, as well as in long run they engage with us, and in the next phase they get converted.
How about influencer marketing? Is it working? Or have you
It
tried
is
that?
yes, it is working, and it is fantastic things right now. Majorly we have done is a barter, right?
Yeah, that's
अच्छा,
So
barter.
far we
Free-
have done is a
free products
we
ले लो
give them,
और marketing कर लो.
it is not exactly
not
that way.
exactly free, because ultimately we have paid the price for the product.
No. So point is कि आप उनको कह रहे हो कि free product हमसे ले लो and
Correct.
हमारे
For
लिए
them it
marketing
is
कर
free,
लो.
but
Yeah.
for us we have
No, of course for us it is there,
has
but
a
for
cost.
them it's free product.
So
For them it is free. Yeah, we are not paying anything extra above than product. Right?
Okay.
So,
okay.
To make it more effective, we are very selective. We are not giving products to any and every influencer.
Okay.
There are certain criteria, obviously. Second is we change this influencer strategy based on season as well. And recently we have introduced another thing also, where we give them the code, and as well as if their following is placing some order,
Then
we share some revenue
Achha,
in
okay.
certain
I
duration.
think that has been increasing lately in influencer marketing. This code sharing has been increasing, and I guess in that way you will also get a real numbers that is it working or not. Because
Yes.
if you are not getting any orders, तो पता चल जाएगा कि भाई ये influencer फालतू है.
And
इसका
I would say influencer marketing अभी ज़्यादा relevant है comparatively. अगर आप देखेंगे even big budget films, pictures, even they are promoting their films through influencers. So even they know the importance about the influencers what they have today. And I would say एक authenticity, अभी एक celebrity एक product को endorsement करते हैं, correct? Now the consumers are very smart. They know कि आप जो endorsement कर रहे हैं whether you are true to it or not. So एक वो loyalty kind of thing, authenticity kind of thing वो connect. लेकिन एक influencer जिसे आप रोज देख रहे हो और आप उसको ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हो, और वो जब कोई चीज़ प्रमोट करता है तो एक थोड़ा ऑथेंटिसिटी
वो क्रिएट होता है.
So, given good results.
Okay.
So this influencer economy is growing in almost every age group, but we try to be selective with respect to product category. If something like, as I said, teen 13, then obviously we would prefer somebody in teenage. There we don't need somebody who is 30 years age, right? But if we are promoting some different category, then okay, accordingly we'll change the product category.
Okay. And how is your like I would say more it's a question for Ritesh. ये सब में जब मार्केटिंग कर रहे हैं तो हाउ इज द रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम टायर 2, टायर 1 एंड टायर 3 सिटी? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सेल्स do you get from all these 3 cities? Do tier 3 cities have started buying lingerie online?
comparatively it is less.
Okay.
Right now our majority of the online is from big cities,
Tier 1
tier
cities.
1 cities.
Okay.
And tier 2 and 3 it is comparatively less.
In percentage terms, how would you define?
In percentage terms, I would say that our 65% would be coming from big cities,
65% is coming
Yes.
from big city.
and rest from the tier 2 and 3.
So major 6-8 cities would be your major
Yes,
marketing.
yes.
Okay.
And I would say I think what could the reason behind that is in big cities everyone is very much having a fast life. The time what they have is
Very less
comparatively
compared to
less to
tier-
tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So for online shopping, what I have seen, many working women, number of orders even we get at 3 o'clock in the night.
अच्छा 3 o'clock in the
we
night
have,
we get
we have
order.
those experiences.
Okay.
And I think after 10 our order volumes gradually.
Yes. In the night after 9:30 till 12, we say see average 20% of the orders of the day in that
in
time range.
night time 9:30 to
20%
12.
of the
20%, almost
So
20%.
I think lot of e-commerce brands I have seen, let's say Myntra, वो रात को 12 बजे सेल लॉन्च
Yes,
करती है.
correct.
So that must be working. So उस time people totally
People are at
available
home.
होते हैं, कुछ
Otherwise
होता
कोई
नहीं है.
काम पे ऑफिस पे
Instagram की रील देखते रहते हैं.
yeah,
तो उस टाइम हमारी एक आध आ गई एंड दे आर बाइंग.
they are buying it.
ओके ओके. सो आपकी भी मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटजीज मस्ट बी, आप अगर कुछ व्हाट्सएप या कुछ ईमेल मार्केटिंग यू मस्ट बी डूइंग, सो डू यू मैनेज द टाइम के अकॉर्डिंगली दिस गोस?
Yes, obviously we analyze the data on see
Buying patterns.
when it comes to email or WhatsApp, then we are having our own data, right? It is not like we buy data from the market and we
Of course,
blast,
you have customer
right?
base.
We have customer and we have prospect who have come to our website, and we study their pattern of accessing a particular media. If we look at the email, then there is a different time zone compared to WhatsApp. So
Achha.
we try to maintain that gap as well. It is not like at 10 o'clock we will be firing all email and WhatsApp. No, we are doing in different time zone which works for our audience. Now this may not work for everybody or every brand. There would be some difference, but for us it is like okay, email majorly works in certain duration and WhatsApp majorly works. WhatsApp, I precisely tell you, between 1 to 4 it is giving best result.
1 to 4 p.m. afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon. Because maybe female are more free
Available
at that time or
free
available
at that
because
time.
they have completed the
Their
day
household work and
they are
kids
free.
are not home.
Yeah.
Correct.
Family.
But email normally is giving us more response in evening because that is more working woman. So that once they complete their office
Daily
hours
office
and they
work,
are free, so we start seeing like more open ratio in the 9 onwards, 9 p.m. onwards.
Okay, so
So
email
obviously we
that way.
measure and study that pattern and accordingly we use the media.
Okay. And in terms of content strategies, like in WhatsApp or email or social media, how does it differ?
It differs very much. As I said earlier, like the content which works on Instagram may not work on LinkedIn, right? So platform to platform we have to have a different content strategy. So the thing which is on email, recently we tried like for one email we haven't used any image in that. It is 100% text
Based.
and we have been very precise, like the user need not to scroll, okay, except our logo, and the things are in only 3-4 statement and still we communicate our
50% sale. Click कीजिए.
not exactly that because we are not a discounted brand.
Okay.
And discounts are rare in Trylo India.
Seriously?
Yes,
You are
it
selling
is.
without any discounts.
Yes, majority.
Do any brand can survive without discounts in India?
You can take our example.
we are the one.
Because
By
Discounts
grace
are
of
there.
God, I would say, even after such a big competition from big funded organizations, we are still not offering any discounts on our e-commerce.
Because normally मेरे को याद है कि personally I have never bought any product without discount.
That's true.
तो वेट करते हैं कि ये मिंत्रा का कब डिस्काउंट आएगा, वो टाटा क्लिक का कब आएगा, and then you plan your purchases.
Correct.
See, there are strategies. Obviously, certain buying patterns are there where you need to understand, okay, this customer will not get converted without discount. So there are certain strategies through which we give them some benefit, but it is conditional, right? It is not for everyone. If a user is falling in certain criteria only, then we pass on that benefit, right? Right now, if you see on our website, you will find like if you place an order above 2,000 rupees, we are giving certain cosmetics brands item for free, right? Which is our Trylo India's invested brand, right? That is Dazzling, right? So we are adding that product because we would like people to try those products, and those are related, right?
Fine.
So that way, yes,
But
we are passing
never
on the,
discount.
but straight away discount is not over
So
there.
I can say you are branding like Apple. They never do discount. So you are Apple
Lingerie category.
lingerie.
And that's why we have to be very precise in our content, like when it comes to WhatsApp, when it comes to email
So
and social media.
that means your brand loyalty would be very high.
That's right.
Yes.
That is the reason we are able to
Retain
survive
your
even after
customer.
not giving any hefty discounts.
And plus, as you said, you are growing at 40% every year.
Yes, we are.
Okay, that's interesting, and that's, I think, lot of new generation brands need to learn right now that without discounts also people can sell. because right now everything is working on discount. If they are not giving any discounts, nobody is able to sell, and
Very
discounts तो अब like ऐसे crazy हो रहे हैं कि actually you will surprise कि real price क्या होगी, क्योंकि every time they are discount on 70-80%.
And another thing, Vishal, that is, see, अगर आपका price right है ना, customer will buy at that price. If you manipulate your price, correct, then वो पता है कि ये इसका cost अगर आपका अगर 1000 रुपीज़ का नहीं है, आप उसका MRP 2000 रखेंगे, correct, तो अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू सेल इट आउट डिस्काउंट. अगर लेकिन आप पहले ही उसका 1000 रखेंगे तो आपको डिस्काउंट देने की जरूरत है. इट हैज़ टू अ प्रोडक्ट का जो आप प्राइस सेट कर रहे हैं, करेक्ट, वो अगर आपने राइट सेट किया ना तो डिस्काउंटिंग की जरूरत.
बट रिसेंटली लॉट ऑफ पीपल माइंडसेट्स आर चेंजिंग कि डिस्काउंट नहीं है तो मैं बाय नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
इवन दैट इज ट्रू
बिकॉज पर्सनली माई सेल्फ ओनली कि कुछ अगर मैं बाय कर रहा हूँ, कुछ चेक कर
कुछ
रहा हूँ,
offer
50% अरे हाँ मस्त डिस्काउंट मिल गया, तो वो 10,000 का भी मैं बाय कर लूंगा.
करेक्ट.
बट इफ इट इज लाइक बाय डिफॉल्ट इट इज 10,000, अरे नहीं यार, let's wait for some discount.
I would say there is a role of category preference in that. See, if you buy candies, right, you don't look at the brand, whatever is available you will buy, because you are investing only a rupee, 2 rupee or 5 rupee, right, which is not a huge investment. That doesn't require you time to investigate, okay, what is the company, what will be the effect if I after eating, right, you just, it's impulsive, right. But when it comes to lingerie, it is more of comfort. You are carrying that apparel for a longer duration of the day, right? So you will obviously see, even if I am paying 100 rupees extra, but I am getting comfort, then no need to see anything else, right? And that's why people, and see, I will tell you, Ritas bhai has always focused on this aspect, like we don't have to push our products to the customers if they are not comfortable. After buying, if they feel okay, this is not comfortable, we are okay to exchange, return, all those things as well.
Okay, so returns you are accepting. I think mostly like this kind of products where any undergarments or like they are normally not returned. So are you guys are accepting returns?
Yeah, we in bra categories we are.
Acha, that's surprising, because I think none of the brand accept returns.
So there are a couple of brands which accept it.
Acha, okay. So but what if they wore it or something like that, because it's something
we get many. Yeah, sometimes definitely there are customers where even many customers have a habit of first washing the garment before wearing it.
Acha,
correct.
Okay.
So they do not wear the garment without washing. So we get many. And afterwards what happens if there is a fit issue, correct, the garment has been washed, correct, but we do accept that.
You still accept that product?
We accept it, because what I feel is then for me that product that is waste, that's okay, but
for you it's
for
waste.
me my customer is more important.
Okay,
maybe I'll make a loss in that 1 piece or 2 piece or 3 piece, okay, but my customers should have a trust in me that okay, this was not comfort, my money has been refunded.
Okay, I will add to that thing. When we were designing this system, Ritesh bhai came out with the idea, can we do something on refund aspect to increase its speed? See, I tell you, if you look at the marketplaces, what they do is, you place an order, you place a refund request, right? They come, they pick up, and once the product is delivered to the origin, then they refund your money, right? Now his idea was like, we are sending a person to collect our product, customer has not selected, right? So it is our responsibility to see like the product is collected and reach to our destination. So for customer, once she has delivered it to the delivery partner, her responsibility is over, and our responsibility of refunding starts at that moment. At that moment itself, it's so okay. We developed a system.
Do you check the product is not proper or not?
No, because at that time the product is still with the delivery partner, right? And we initiate refund refund process within that time. In major cases, we refund amount within 60 to 90 minutes. Once it is
60 to
updated,
90 minutes you
Once
just
it's been
refund
picked
them.
up and within 1 hour you have a message from your bank, your money has been refunded.
Wow.
and due to that, majority of customers have trust on Trylo India. Okay, if I am not having comfort, I am going to get entire money back, and that's why they come and place a new order. And another thing, this shipping cost and her entire amount is being refunded. It is not shipping on customer
Okay,
part.
shipping is also you guys refund,
Yes.
because shipping normally nobody refunds shipping.
Yes, we
Okay.
do 100% refund.
And still you guys are into profit.
Yeah, we are.
Because
Quite
that is
less
the
of what-
trust of customer.
and there are many, why people don't generally do this kind of refunds is because many of the customers, there are not everyone is not, but many of the from 100 customers, 2 or 3 customers, what they do is they give you the return package of some another brand itself. It's
Okay.
not your product.
They do that.
Yeah, they do that. They cheat.
What's the percentage of this kind of?
It is around 2%.
2%. Okay.
So what other companies are doing, they once they receive a package in their warehouse,
They
they
check
check
it,
it,
edit,
whether
and
it
then
is
they
right or
refund. Yeah,
wrong, is
yeah,
used,
yeah.
not used, tag is intact,
Of
then
course.
only a customer will get the refund. But my thinking is different. For 2%,
98% shouldn't
should
suffer.
not suffer, because suppose if I am a buying from Trylo India, I am a customer, and I want, see, once I have given the package back to the authorized company's person who is coming to pick up, I want my money back immediately. Why I will wait? So on
I
that
think you're thoroughly following Apple philosophy in branding or taking customer care or winning trust. I would say, when are you bringing the IPO? I should be investing in your shares.
in that case, I would say that I have a very narrow mind in that. I want
Oh, please,
100
don't
I
do
want
that.
100% ownership of this.
Nah,
organization.
that's
I am
not fair.
Ready to even dilute few
No,
percentage of it.
that's not fair. You should give benefits to everyone.
Maybe
It's
in
such
future,
a big brand it is.
maybe in
People are
future,
loving your brand. The trust factor is so great. I think everyone should having an advantage.
in future, definitely, whenever suppose in future if it happens, then
No, it should happen. It happens. I think you should really
because
think
it is
over
my
it.
baby, my Trylo India is my baby.
No, we
So
will
I
all,
am
everyone
very
will take care of that baby.
Passionate about that. I am very passionate.
It is your baby. We'll let it be your baby only. Okay. But I think we should play with your baby also sometime.
Very true, very true.
So I think you should really think of that, because the way you are talking about your brand, it's amazing. I somehow I start comparing with Apple, as I told you. Everything about like the way Apple does it, you guys do it. So it's a strong brand, trust factor, the way you handle customer, it's amazing. Another question is, when are you coming up with some male brand, male garments?
category.
Why we should be
Getting some good
yeah,
products
exactly.
from Trylo.
Yeah, when are you bringing some
No,
male brands?
we are much more, our hands are full on right now, occupied with all women's category, and we are coming up with many other subcategories into women gender.
garments.
Yeah.
Okay. So male, you are not going to touch males.
As of now, no.
Okay. So that's where you need to bring IPO, where you can then start
Grow.
So yeah, so your philosophy will remain intact, your trust will remain intact, everything, and you will be able to grow fast.
Correct.
I think get it. Next stage is, after you helped him to bring e-commerce, next stage is you need to bring him the IPO.
No, we have discussed this point in past as well, both the part IPO part as well as the mail segment part. But see, what happens is, every brand is having certain appeal, right? So when it comes to Trylo, female are having a certain appeal which male may not have, right? So extending that appeal is a challenge. And yes, obviously it's a lucrative market, and it when it comes on theory or a hypothesis, it feels okay. If it is acceptable in female, it should be acceptable in male, but practically it doesn't happen that way. And both the segments are having different aspirations, right? So
we don't have any male. We don't know what kind of aspiration we have. We have similar aspirations as a male. I can tell you for like 50, I won't say 500 million male from India. We also want comfort.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's we also want comfort.
That's okay. But see,
and with us, there is not multiple D size, this side, row side. We have 30, 32, 34.
That's
and we are okay with that.
True, but when it comes to innerwear, obviously the comfort is associated with every brand, whichever is producing and marketing. Comfort is undoubtedly integral part of that. But then appeal is something different, which helps in deciding, sticking to that brand. If you see
that as a marketing agency will create a new appeal.
Yeah, that's okay, but
that's the job of marketing agency to create the appeal.
Kirit will take care of it.
Yeah,
that's his job.
See, the question is, if you look at the Trylo, why Trylo is so appealing to the female? The reason is because they invest heavily in R&D, right? They invest heavily in going on the feedback of customer. They go on pilot project, they test it, then they bring it to the market. So the process is very much stringent before coming to the market. That's why that product is very much acceptable once it is launched, right? So it is like right now the focus is like 10, 20 or maybe 15 products down the line on which the brand is working, right? So first we would like to take maximum pie in that particular area, and then we'll maybe in future we may think about that.
I would say sometimes we work 2 to 3 years on designing a single product.
2 to 3 years.
It takes a lot of R&D to get your product right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so layman would never understand that this product has been taken 3 years.
Then you can get a loyalty. Otherwise, you can sell it off. Correct. But if you want your customer to be loyal even after so many years, then definitely you have to work on your product.
Okay.
It is not like the fashion lingerie is a one-time design.
Yeah, you wear
it is
for
gone
2-3 months and you buy a new. But in core products,
it is.
You have to be, because you are going to be there for 365 days. 365 days you are going to be there, right?
Okay.
And you have to buy the loyalty. You have to earn.
So how do you take feedback of your, let's say when you sold this e-commerce or thing, how do you take feedback from your customers? How is there any mechanism do you follow? How do you take feedbacks?
For feedbacks after e-commerce, before launching the product?
No, after you sold the product. So is there any mechanism where you take the feedbacks?
Yeah, we have a mechanism after the order has been completed in the sense of once the return cycle is off, that is there's a window between the number of days you available to return your product. Once that window is closed, then we send a email and even SMS.
Okay.
Please share your feedback related to the product, and I personally take care that I see many of the reviews. I personally study because and I am directly connected with my CRM team. As soon as I receive a negative feedback, I get in touch with my CRM team. I ask them to please contact this customer and immediately do whatever is needed. It is no question about the satisfaction is important. Even if you have to overrule the policy, if it is coming between customer satisfaction or policy is coming in between, you can go above the policy and do it. Customer has to be satisfied.
So one question I was having, as you said, the brand or the product is having multiple sizes, under multiple sizes there are more sizes and all that. So on technology wise, to configure e-commerce is difficult because I am part of an e-commerce company. So how do you choose that what technology to go, and how did you plan this whole e-commerce?
It was like first I had a understanding that Shopify will be able to satisfy our need.
Yeah, Shopify mostly.
Correct. It is most of the. But as our project was taken care by Kirit, so he had gone through Shopify and other platforms. So he decided for Magento. So I think Kirit will have a right answer for that.
So, see, when it comes to selecting a technology or platform, there are certain things which we need to keep in mind. Is one of the most important aspect is security. Then, obviously, the user side UI UX part is there, and the overall processing and technical aspects, right? So why we never wanted to go on Shopify in those days, there had been certain limitations. Like suppose if you talk about one of our product, which is Krutika Plain, now that is having 12 colors, more than I think 14 size, 12 cups. So if you combine all these things,
Wow. So 150 into 12.
so close to 11-1200 variant
Options,
SKUs.
1200
In one article.
One
In
article,
One design.
one product.
One product, 1200 options you are having.
Yes, this many variant SKUs. So now
Okay.
Shopify was giving us an option of 99 SKUs, right?
Okay.
If you want to go beyond, then obviously Shopify Plus is there and all those
It's
options
very
are there, but
expensive,
it
I
is
guess.
very expensive
Very
to
expensive.
start with, right? Then WooCommerce was like, we felt like, there would be certain limitations in terms of inventory. Let's say when you are having some 50 products, till that it is still okay, but if you are going beyond 50, then somehow I felt like, WooCommerce would be a compromise on security aspect.
WooCommerce is, I think it's for basics is fine, but I
Yeah.
can never trust a WordPress platform on a e-commerce. WordPress is fantastic for maybe corporate website or blogs and all that. But for e-commerce, though, it can never be
Yeah.
like something which we should.
So
think of.
then we had an option to choose between Magento or custom. So when we were starting, it was like, if we go into custom, we have to go through the long process. The period is very long because we need to build each module and test it.
Of course.
So we felt like, okay, going ahead with Magento was a safer option.
Of course.
So we started with
And
Magento
again,
1.
Magento is open source, so you can
Yeah.
do all kind of customization, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So it's like your own proprietary code, kind
Right.
of like that, because
Yes.
it's open source.
Yes. So we had a good success in Magento 1. Then we migrated in Magento 2 before almost 1.5 years.
Okay.
So now at that time another question was again, should we continue with the Magento or should we change the technology? So at that time we had a huge
That
discussion, right? Because
discussion.
by that time we had enough experience of e-commerce, we had enough data of our customers, we had enough insights on how they are buying, what is their buying pattern, what is loading, what is not loading, everything we had a fair idea. So we discussed about this, going on custom platform.
Okay.
But then again time was an issue. So by and large, after evaluating everything, we felt like, okay, going ahead with Magento 2.4 would be a wise decision. So we had gone ahead with that.
I would say it was like the best decision you choose. Reason is never ever to go into any custom coding. Whenever you go into any custom coding, you will have bunch of errors and lot of problems. With any such ready platform, at least basics are right.
All right.
You may need to do certain configuration, you may need to install certain plugins, but that is fine, that's not a big deal. But if you go into custom coding, and again with Indian developers, it's too difficult.
Right.
You'll always find lot of errors, lot of bugs, here and there things are breaking. So I would say it was like wise decision into going into Magento overall.
Yeah.
So what is the future of e-commerce you are thinking for Trylo India? What new things we are planning?
The future for Trylo India, what we are planning is that we want to decrease the delivery time. What existing delivery time is taken, we still want how fast we can decrease those time using our existing resources.
What is your existing and what you are planning next? What is your existing delivery time?
Around 5 days.
Okay.
And we want to bring it down to around next day or same day.
Next day. Is
Yes.
it possible?
It is possible. We have our supply chain across India.
Okay.
So right now what we are doing is we are dispatching stocks from our manufacturing unit warehouse.
Okay.
Correct. And what we are planning is that as we have number of distributors in our pan India network,
Across India.
so how we can get those distributors on our e-commerce and have them to deliver our product to the customers. So if a customer is in Bangalore, if she orders a product, then we have a distributor in Bangalore. He has to just pack it and ship it to our third-party delivery partners, and they will deliver next day.
Even I think now even you can even plan half an hour delivery because of the Swiggy, Genie and Porter.
And Blinkit.
Yeah, so maybe you got an order, it's in a major city, Bangalore, that guy just punches and just ships it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bike wala comes and picks the order
Correct,
and delivers in half an hour.
Within half an hour, it gets delivered.
So
Maybe
that
in
that
future,
would
yes,
be possible. That would be
maybe
possible.
in future we can see that. Yes.
Yeah. Because now delivery, they are saying 10 minutes delivery, like Swiggy, Blinkit, everything is 10 delivery. I think deliveries in future for e-commerce would play a major role, I personally feel, because now all the e-commerce platforms are like majorly done with, okay, most have same kind of products, there is no major difference. So now they are fighting for deliveries, the major e-commerce platform. So I think similar kind of expectation customers will have for D2C brands also.
Correct, very true.
So I think that would be I think it's a good way where maybe next day delivery, or as you are saying, same day delivery.
Correct.
That could be future. That's very good.
Yeah.
So I think, thank you guys. We had a wonderful talk with you. Thank you for coming to the growth story. We really enjoyed having you here.
Same here. Thank you, Vishal, from bringing us on your growth story platform.
Thank you.
Thank you
so very much.
Thank you.